I thought my husband was cheating, but I was wrong. He wasn't just cheating. He had another wife, another family. And then I found something worse. He was planning my death, and I was worth $3 million to him. I never imagined the man who promised me forever was hiding a monster behind his smile. But one rainy evening in Seattle, a forgotten email on his laptop revealed a betrayal so deep it nearly destroyed me, and then handed me the power to destroy him right back. My name is Elena, and for 12 years, I thought David and I were unbreakable. We met in a cozy coffee shop near Pike Place Market during a stormy fall in 2013. He was a successful real estate developer, always closing big deals downtown. I was a high school art teacher, painting murals for community centers on weekends. We bought a mid-century modern house in Ballard with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Puget Sound. No children, he said. The market was too volatile for starting a family, but we had our rescue cat Luna, Friday night ferry rides to Bainbridge Island, and quiet evenings watching the lights on the water. It felt like the life we'd both dreamed of. Stable, loving, ours. But cracks started showing last year. David's site visits to Portland turned into week-long absences. He'd come home exhausted, smelling faintly of unfamiliar perfume mixed with hotel shampoo. His phone now had a new passcode. When I asked about a $4,200 wire transfer to an account in Tacoma, he snapped, "Business expense, Elena. Stop micromanaging." I brushed it off as stress from a big condo project. I told myself I was paranoid, but the doubt gnawed at me every time he kissed me goodbye. The signs piled up quietly, a lipstick stain on a collar I hadn't washed, late-night texts that made his screen light up like fireworks. A woman's name, Claire, popping up in calendar, invites labeled meeting. I started losing sleep, staring at the ceiling while he snored beside me. One night, I almost confronted him. Instead, I cried silently into my pillow. I didn't want to believe it. I loved him too much. Then the night that changed everything. David was away again. Final walkthrough in Portland. I was grading sketches in our home office when his old personal laptop, the one he rarely used, dinged with a new email notification. The subject line froze my blood. "Our baby is due in 3 months. When will you tell her?" Attached was an ultrasound photo, a tiny profile, a due date circled in red. The sender, Claire Thompson. The email chain went back years. I clicked deeper. Photos of David at baby showers, hospital visits, a nursery painted soft blue, a marriage certificate from 2018, 2 years into our marriage. He wasn't just cheating. He had married another woman, built a second home in Tacoma, and now, a child on the way. My husband had a whole parallel life I never suspected. I sat there numb, scrolling through years of deception. Anniversary trips he took for work were family vacations. Birthdays he missed were spent cutting cake with strangers who called him daddy. I vomited into the trash can, then rage replaced the nausea. How had I been so blind? When David walked in 2 days later, suitcase in hand, I was waiting in the living room. The ultrasound glowed on the TV screen behind me. He stopped dead. "Elena, how?" "Save it," I said, voice flat. "Claire, the baby, the second marriage. Explain." He collapsed onto the couch like his strings were cut. "It started as an affair. She got pregnant. I panicked. I thought if I married her quietly, I could manage both. I never stopped loving you. You were my real home." "Real home?" I laughed bitterly. "You have 2 wives, 2 lives, and now a child who'll grow up knowing daddy has another family." He begged, tears, promises to end it. But then came the confession that broke me completely. I took out a large life insurance policy on you last year. $3 million. Claire is the beneficiary if something happens. I was drowning in debt from both houses. The developer project failed. I thought, if anything happened to you, the payout could fix everything. Claire pushed it, said it was the only way we'd be free. My world tilted. He hadn't just betrayed me. He'd planned my death for money. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I simply said, "Get out. Now." He left. I changed the locks that night. Luna curled in my lap as I called my sister in Portland, then a lawyer, then the police. The legal battle that followed was brutal and full of shocks that kept coming. At first it looked hopeless. David's lawyer argued the insurance policy was Just business protection. No intent proven. The bigamy charge stuck, but fraud? Weak. Evidence from his laptop was questioned as unauthorized access. I overheard whispers in the courthouse halls. He'll plea down to probation. She'll get nothing but the house. I was terrified I'd lose everything I'd built. I considered dropping it all, taking what I could, and running. Then the first twist nobody expected. During discovery, my attorney subpoenaed David's financials, buried in the records, payments to a private investigator hired to monitor me, photos of my daily routine, notes on my routes to school. My lawyer's face went pale. Elena, this looks like surveillance for something worse. We dug deeper. David had consulted a fixer in Tacoma, someone with a shady history. Emails discussed accidental fall scenarios near the Sound. A life insurance increase right after one such email. But the real bomb dropped in mediation. Claire showed up unannounced, not as his ally, as a witness against him. She took the stand voluntarily, voice trembling but clear. He told me the policy was for our future, but last month, he asked me to help make it look like a hiking accident on Olympic Peninsula. Said Elena was in the way. I recorded it. I couldn't do it. I have a baby coming. I won't raise our son with blood on his hands. The room exploded. David's face drained of color. His lawyer stammered objections. The judge ordered immediate arrest. Investigators raided his office. They found more. Forged documents claiming I had a terminal illness to fast-track the policy. Attempts to buy untraceable substances online. The fixer flipped for immunity testified David paid him $50,000 up front for the hit. The charges escalated overnight. Attempted murder for hire, insurance fraud, bigamy, wire fraud, federal involvement because policies crossed state lines. David was taken into custody in the courtroom. Shackles, flashing cameras. I watched from the gallery, numb but alive. Claire got witness protection and full custody. She and I never became friends, but she sent one message: I'm sorry, for all of it. The insurance company, grateful for the exposure of the scam, awarded me a $400,000 whistleblower payout. David's assets were seized. I kept the Ballard house, sold his development shares, and used the money to open my own art studio near Fremont. Murals for schools, classes for kids who need an escape. Some nights I still hear the waves against the pier and remember his voice promising forever. Then I look at Luna, at my paint-stained hands, at the life I'm rebuilding. People ask what happened to David. I sip my coffee at the market, smile quietly, and say, he's serving 25 to life, exactly where monsters belong. I'm Elena. I was betrayed in the cruelest way, but I survived. I fought, and in the end, the truth didn't just set me free, it buried him. I'm finally painting my own story, and it's beautiful. So, let me ask you something. If you found out your husband had another family, and was planning to kill you for money, what would you do? Would you run? Or would you stay, and destroy him piece by piece? Comment below. I would run, or I would end him. Because sometimes, the most dangerous woman in the room is the one who survives.